Test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2.
Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the Dawson Creek Memorial. We are all here for one reason: the 2026 BC Hockey Association Senior Men's AA Championship. What cup? It's been going on since 1922, and this is the first time the Dawson Creek is hosting this tournament. The Kangaroos, the Powell River Regals, the Rossland Senior Warriors, and our very own Dawson Creek Canucks. Thank you to everyone who has come out to participate and cheer on the teams. We would also like to send a huge thank you to all of our great sponsors, who without their support we couldn't put this tournament on. Today's Koi Cup Game 1 matinee has the Rossland Senior Warriors facing off against the Powell River Regals. If you can please rise, remove your hats, and we'll join Nicole in the singing of O Canada. Oh Canada, our home and free land, true patriot love in all of us command. Now don't pass por delegare, il se portina qua. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. On y glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Memorial Arena for Game 1 of the 2026 Koi Cup. We're all so happy to have you guys all aboard here, whether you're cheering for Powell River, Rossland, Quesnel, or our hometown Dawson Creek Canucks. We're just happy to have you here in Dawson Creek for this 2026 Koi Cup. Very first game is going to feature the Rossland Warriors and the Powell River Regals. Starting in net for the Regals is going to be number 35, Nick Peters. And across the way from him is going to be number 1, Talon Kramer, making the start for the Warriors. Have to be give me a little bit of leeway with names for this first or second period here, just as I kind of get used to some new players and some new teams to call. But we're underway with the 2026 Koi Cup. First face-off won by the Warriors. Couldn't connect on a pass right after that, and the Regals will just chip it off the glass. Regals tried to bring it right, or Warriors tried to bring it right back in. Regals able to force that out. Warriors that one in. That was Formosa. Regals back to collect it. Just Peters. Pass up the left side. Regals will try and break out that pass off one of his own teammates. Regals will bring it right back. Burnett tried to get that up the right side for Burnett. Skipped over his stick. Regals turn it right back over. Schmunk. Centering pass. That one blocked away by Kramer and bounces past a couple of Warriors. They're able to get the puck now. Stolen away from him. Behan. Regals can't keep that one in. Warriors try and go in on the attack. That shot fired wide on the blocker side. Puck sent down low. Regals trying to start a little bit of a offensive zone time here. That one long shot paddled up into the netting, out of play. Is going to be an offensive zone face-off for Rossland. Going to be to the left of Peters inside the Regal zone. Sucro out there for the Regals, or for the Warriors on that face-off. Couldn't win it. Regals trying to get an attack going. Bouncing puck. Poked away right before they brought it in into the Warriors' blue line. Regals will start out from their own end again. Sassoni. He's hit off the puck. Bounces back to his defense partner though. Regals. They'll just flip this down the ice. That should be icing, and will be as the Warriors get back to that first. Be a little bit of a feeling out process for all these teams in the first game. Some of these teams have played each other, but rosters have, changed up a little bit. A few guys retired, a few new guys come in. So it still is a little bit of a feeling out process for everyone. Rossland, the one team in this tournament that doesn't play in a league year-round. They did play the Hope Icebreakers in an exhibition, though, which is from the same league as the Regals. Regals won that face-off. Couldn't make a move around the Warriors. Now the Warriors will bring it right back in. That shot paddled into the netting, easily aside by Peters. Face off just to the left of Peters. Inside the Regal zone, Warriors able to win that one. Shot ends up going wide. Looked like it was going to bounce back to the point, but the Regals get to it first. They'll send it down the ice. Looked like it was going to be icing for a second, called off. Regals able to keep it in the zone. They'll try and set up a cycle and get some offensive pressure going. Warriors flipped it out right after I said that, though. And long shot. That one paddled up into the netting again by Peters. Face-off will be to the right of Peters this time. Formosa loses that draw. Regals trying to get that loose puck. Formosa, shot on. That's saved by Peters. Bounces into the corner. Regals will chip it off the glass. That kept in by Warriors captain Devin Hill. Played with a hand pass, but the Regals touch next, so play continues. Long pass up the left side. Regals trying to get an attack going. That pad saved by Kramer. Another one off the side of the net. Regals trying to find that loose puck behind the net. They get it in the corner. Collision there, knocks the puck loose and sends it down the ice. Peters out of his net. He'll try and find a defense partner. Regals end up with that, or couldn't get that puck. And the Warriors, sharp angle shot, and that's saved by Peters, able to hold the post. Peters got a little bit of confidence there getting out of his net. Have to keep an eye on that. Looks like he's a goaltender that likes to handle the puck quite a bit. That can be an asset for a team. Almost like having the third defenseman back there to break up the forechecks and the dump-ins. Off that face-off, puck trickles right in front of the net. Fanned on that pass, and almost a dangerous play there as someone fell down taking a hit. Kramer gloves that one. He'll hold it for a whistle. Astro Donato on that shot. Hopefully I'm getting that name right. There'll be a little bit of hiccups here. Burnett in for the face-off for the Regals. Will be opposed by Marcel Fuchs, and a glove save, beautiful one as well by Talon Kramer. Save of the tournament so far. Another face-off. Regals win that one to the boards. Burnett trying to pick that out of his skates. Rossland trying to get it out of the zone. Powell River will keep it in. Behan holding that blue line. Now Burnett does as well. Had his stick lifted right as he was about to touch that puck. Keep it in the zone. Schmunk couldn't get up to that puck. Warriors will dump it in now. That was Jacob Boychuk on the dump in. He's watching that puck. Passed around him. Burnett tried to get it up the ice for Schmunk, but couldn't connect on that. Rossland going to control again. Rossland will bring it in. Shot, I think it was intentionally wide, ends up on Ryan Edwards' stick. He's checked by a couple of Regals. Powell will break out of their zone. Long shot from the other side of the blue line. Rebound, that's sent just wide. Good opportunity there for the Regals. They've had the better of the opportunities so far. Pretty early on though, just barely over 4 minutes into this game. Regals can't get to that puck. Warriors will control in their offensive zone. That's sent wide. Got past Edwards behind the net as well. Now Formosa sends that down low. Sharp angle shot, misses the net. Warriors trying to hold the zone. Regals going to be able to chip it out. Regals could have had an odd man rush, but Warriors able to slow them up. Granbois has it now for the Regals. Passes it over for Peacock. Peacock cross ice. Couldn't connect on that pass. The Warriors will try and bring it back the other way. Dumped in there by Tyler Podgorenko. Fan pass, loose in the skates, centering pass, save there by Peters, able to bail the Regals out from a turnover in their own zone. Now the Warriors captain will control it behind their net. Devin Hill flushed out there by the Regals. Warriors will just flip this up as the Regals do the job, staying in the passing lanes. Regals get to it. Sucro couldn't connect on that pass out in front. Had a teammate there as well. But the Regals will bring it back in. Billy tried to center that pass. He's taken down. Puck's loose. Kept in by Pouliot. That shot blocked in front. And the Warriors will bring it out. Could be a 2-on-1 here if they hurry. That pass off the skate, or else that would have sent in Brandon Costa. It would have been a breakaway. Now Williams back the other way for the Regals. Lost control. Both teams bobbling the puck a little bit here to start this game. Another one right there. Some of these teams had been sitting for a little bit more than others. Regals definitely the fresher team out of these two. Their playoffs just concluded a couple weekends ago, so they were able to win the McCallum Cup. That's an icing call coming up against the Regals, so the face-off will come back into the Powell River zone. Ryan Edwards out here for the face-off for the Warriors. He wins it. That shot deflects off of Regals down on the ice. Now bouncing puck into the slot. Volcano couldn't get a shot on that. Had the puck on his stick. Just couldn't get it towards the net. And the Regals able to find that loose puck. Aggressive pinch there from one of the defensemen, Salmon. He lays a body on one of the Regals player, knocks that puck loose. And they keep this offensive zone time continuing, trying to get the cycle going. They'll play back to the point now. Babra looking for a shot through. That's saved by Peters. Rebound sent wide. Centering pass doesn't get there, and it bounces up out of play. We'll have a face-off coming inside the Powell River zone. A little bit of a push there from the Warriors. Marcel Fuchs out here for the face-off for the Warriors. He loses that. Regals trying to get out of the zone. Schmunk battling there on the boards. Burnett with it. Passes it off. Regals will gain center and dump it in. Kramer out of his net. Plays that away from one of the Regals players. They'll keep it in the zone. Shot from the point. That's some friendly fire and bounces behind the net. Now Crow. Crow couldn't keep it in. Peacock with it now. Teammate just a hair offside. Tried to stretch to keep that foot on the blue line. Just couldn't stretch quite enough. Face off right outside the Warriors' blue line in front of their bench. Rossland able to win that one. Just chips it off the glass. Forced back into their own end. Jacob Boychuk, watch there. Able to fight off that check and dump it in. He'll give chase. Peters out of the net. He stops that. Centering pass. Peters able to get that with the goal stick. But the Warriors able to get that loose puck right after. Shot on. That's fired over the net. Devin Hill can't hold the line, and it's going to slide all the way back into the Rossland zone. Regals back in their own end. Pass up the right side. Pressured there by the Warriors. Another hit. Warriors control in center ice. Ryan Sucro trying to get through the defense. Regals able to break that up. That one hits a stick. Battle for it in the corner. High flip there by the Regals. Could be icing. Gonna die though, and it's not gonna be icing. Good curling weight there. Penalty coming up. And as the Regals touch the puck, the first power play of the 2026 Koi Cup is gonna go to the Rossland Warriors. Gonna be a slashing call. Travis Granbois going to the box for the Regals. And the Warriors going to get the first power play here. See what their power play has to offer. Ryan Edwards will take the face-off for him. Regals actually won that draw but couldn't clear the zone. Warriors will set up now. Top of the point. That shot through. Saved by Peters. Rebound. Peters able to find that before Sucro out in front gets a couple more whacks at it. Face-off will jump over to the other side. This time to the right of Peters. There's 12 seconds gone on this power play so far. Warriors able to win that one. They'll set up. One-timer. That one quickly off. And wide of the net as it took a deflection. Back up top. Podgorenko with it now. Fan on the pass. Now able to get it over. Podgorenko takes it back. Fires it on. That's saved by Peters with the glove. Able to look through and fight through those screens. Find that puck. Snap it down. Hold it for a whistle. Williams out here for the face-off for the Regals. He can't win that. The Warriors will set up once again. Pass down low. Those Warriors will switch positions. Back up top for Podgorenko. Now Edwards. Jesse Collins with it. Good pressure there by the Regals. That was Crow. Able to knock that one out. Teammate sent it close to the center ice. Break up a little bit of the pressure. Make them regain the zone. Should be offside and will be as Formosa touches that puck now. Pretty close. But the linesman right there, Regals bench was yelling as soon as it went in too. Ryan Sucro wins that face-off over Schmunk. Warriors forced back into their own zone though, as Salmon couldn't handle that pass off his skate. Start out from behind the net now. Okay, so Ryan Sucro will bring it in on the left wing. Sucro back to Salmon. Now over the other side for Abra. Now Salmon walks in. Shot on, saved by Peters. He's got that. Holds it for a whistle. A couple of Warriors players around the net looking for a rebound, so he's not going to take no chances. Just 36 seconds left on that first power play for the Warriors. Ryan Sucro wins another face-off. Salmon couldn't get the shot through, and it could be a break the other way for the Regals. Couldn't get a shot through as there's a good defensive play the other way, but Tyler Durant, active stick there to break that pass up and create an opportunity for the Regals. That one, a long shot. Kramer ends up with it. It's going to be scary for goalies. Especially once that puck starts bouncing. All the teams coming here to the Memorial are going to learn pretty quick that pretty active and lively boards and stanchions here. That puck will bounce right off the glass out into the slot, no problem. So teams are going to have to kind of watch out for that. Warriors bring it right back in. Both teams back to even strength now. As Grambois steps out of the box. It's back into the play. Warriors still controlling the offensive zone. That shot didn't get through as Boychuk double clutched a little bit. Now the Regals will bring it back the other way. Here comes Sassoni, and that one saved by Kramer. Took a little bit of a slash there from Eric Walker after the play as well. Face-off will come inside the Rossland zone, just to the right of Kramer. I went off the boards and it did hit the netting out of play. Mastinato wins that one. Croft at the point. That shot through, saved by Kramer. Able to get that with the shoulder and keep it out of the net. Marcel Fuchs couldn't connect on that pass, but they'll say disrupted by Regal, so no icing. Turnover here in the offensive zone. Formosa tried to play that to the front of the net. Regal's able to break that up and just flip it out to center. Podgranko with it now. Finds Percival. Try to pass off the boards. Regal's able to break that up at the blue line. Warriors will keep it in though. Fuchs tried to play that behind the net. Still a loose puck out in front. Could be a 2-on-1 the other way, but Warriors able to get to that first, so just played off the boards. Now Burnett in, and that's a step offside. Schmunk didn't like that call, thought it was good. Not going to be able to change the linesman mind though. Corey Burnett in for this face-off for the Regals, and he wins that. Behan played that over to his defense partner. Regals captain Long holds it now, and he gets it back for Behan. Long tried to skate onto that, skipped over a stick right as he went to make a play. Teammate there able to back him up and bail him out. Now skip over a stick again. Warriors will bring it back the other way. Check there, and the puck goes loose behind the net. Burnett hit off the puck. Teammate there able to pick it up. Schmunk couldn't connect to that pass. It's a step behind it. Rossland will just play it out of the zone. Regals will ring that one around. Rossland going to get to it first. Played to the front of the net. Only player there was a Regal. And they'll bring it out. Schmunk couldn't handle that pass. Loose puck. Porchetta tried a shot. Ended up just wide. Now Schmunk in the corner. Couldn't connect on that pass. Babra able to get it out for the Warriors. Now a pass intended for Burnett. Broken up by Salmon. He'll just play that off the boards into the Regal zone. 6:44 remaining here in this first period of play. Game number 1 at the Koi Cup. Nice little play there for the Warriors. Could have been a 2-on-1, but didn't realize that they had the man advantage. Billy goes in on the forecheck. He's tied up. Warriors going to be able to get it out. Looked like they were going to. That pass off the back of a skate slowed them up. Now Kramer. Up the ice for Sucro. Now the other Sucro, Ryan Sucro. Had that poked off his stick. Trying to get around one of the Regals defenders. They'll just flip this up out of the zone. Back for Eric Walker. That one tipped in. Centering pass. Warriors couldn't get a shot on as that one bounced on the player. Getting the opportunity here. Sucro couldn't get that shot through as it's off a Regal shin pad. Cross ice pass. Formoso will bring it in. That one bounces just wide of the net. Another centering pass there. No one there but the Regals. Gotta watch out. The Warriors do as Sassoni was in behind the defense just waiting for a stretch pass there. Now they'll flip it up. Warriors able to get in front of that one. Formoso will bring it right back in. He's pressured off though by Grandbois, and that's flipped out of the zone. Eagles win that face-off just to the right of their goalie. Warriors got the puck back. Couldn't connect on that pass behind the Regals net. Big hit there in the corner. Regals able to make that play and get it out of the zone. Warriors will look to bring it right back in. Now here comes Jacob Boychuk. That slap shot saved by Peters. Bouncing puck. And he's able to reach behind and find it as it bounced off the end boards right back to himself. Good opportunity there for Jacob Boychuk. A little bit of words after the whistle here. Haven't seen too much of that between these two teams, but only takes 1 or 2 plays to get something like that really going, the temperature rising. 5:06 remaining here in this first period of play. Still scoreless at the Memorial Arena. That one sent down the ice. Windsor's going to get to it and avoid the icing. Windsor behind the net waiting for someone to pass to. He's taken down, and that's going to be a penalty coming up to Rossland. So Powell River's going to get their first power play of the Koi Cup. Tyler Podgranko going off for the cross check for the Warriors. Talon Kramer and the rest of the Warriors getting ready for this penalty kill. Corey Burnett out here for the opening draw for the Regals. Looks like Porchetta will be on his wing. And I think Schmunk is on the other wing. It's a little bit of an issue with the clock here. Just trying to get that all sorted. Jack Long also out there for the Regals on this power play. He'll be manning the right point. And we're all ready to go now. Warriors win that. He'll send it down the ice. Peters out of his net. He'll hold it there for the defenseman. There's only one player that came back, and he ended up playing that all the way. That's actually going to be a penalty because the goaltender is the one that played it out of the netting. That'll be a delay of game coming up against the Regals. A rare delay of game in senior hockey. Hardly ever see that. We didn't have one of those calls all season long or throughout the playoffs in the North Peace Hockey League. I mean, that's over 40 games. So we got some 4-on-4 action, a little bit of open ice. Long holds it now for the Regals behind his net. He'll start out trying to turn on the Jets and get it up the ice, up the right side. Long sends that one towards the net, just misses the far post. Now he gets the puck back. Long has Burnett at the right point, poked off his stick. Burnett's going to slide back and pick that loose one up. Long still with the puck for the Regals. Lost control of it, but regains it as he gains the blue line. Leaves it there for Burnett. Porchetta hold the point. That's saved on by Kramer. Burnett, I think he's trying to just catch him unguarded. Almost a break, and now a wide open chance. Saved by Peters. Brutal. Not too often you see a breakdown like that, but 4-on-4. I think the signals just got crossed on who was watching who, and that shot catches Kramer up high. He got a piece of that with the, I think it was his mask. He's checking it right now. It definitely is the mask that he caught that with. We're still 4-on-4 for another 37 seconds. Another little bit of a delay with the clock here. So we'll take a second to thank a few of our wonderful sponsors that keep the Koi Cup up and running here. Canvac Oilfield Services, City Dawson Creek, and Pomeroy Inn and Suites. Lots more ad reads to help out with the rest of the game. I wouldn't be able to do this without all your continued support, so thank you, our sponsors. Now Billy in back the other way. Saved by Kramer, and now a little bit of pushing and shoving after there. Again, some of the firsts we've seen of this game so far. Williams in for this face-off for the Regals. Warriors able to win that. Check there at the blue line. Puck goes free. Pouliot back in his own end. He'll get it up the ice. Regals trying to go in on the attack. Billy over the right side. Billy had a bead on that top left corner. Just couldn't find the spot. There was all kinds of open net. Now behind the net. Regals control again. They'll reverse it. Williams at the side of the net. Warriors on the power play now. Only for 7 more seconds, so short power play. Regals will just fire that down the ice. Both teams back to even strength now. Eric Walker tried to get that up the ice for Ryan Sucro. Skip past him. Regals. That was Long. Trying to turn away from a couple of checks. Putting himself into some trouble now. Puck's loose at the side. Podgranko will keep it in. Shot on. Saved by Peters. Puck's loose. It's going to bounce to the side. Warriors will keep it in the zone. Played down low. Sucro has a man out front. Tried to get it to him there. Nice diving play by Long to get a stick on it and break that up. 4 Regals back the other way. Sassoni leaves it there for Windsor. Loosen the skates, and he's got to be careful. Warriors looking to bring it back the other way for an odd man rush of their own. Windsor poking at that puck. Ends up on Devin Hill's stick for the Warriors. I'll just play that into the Regal zone. Granbois head up, gets around one man. Fires it over for Sassoni. Sassoni trying to steal that away from Podgorenko. Now Granbois. Nice little pass there to get out of the zone by the Warriors. Sucro on the right side. Can't get that shot through. Bounces up to the high slot. The Warriors can't keep the puck in. Windsor with it. Windsor for the Regals. Just backhands it on net. That's easily saved and covered by Kramer. Not sure if Windsor thought there was another Regal player streaking to the net there looking for a rebound potentially. Schmunk in for this draw for the Regals. Burnett helping out as well. Burnett ends up with the puck. Spin. Schmunk scores! Nice little passing play off the face-off there between Burnett and Schmunk. And Ethan Schmunk will get the first goal of the Koi Cup. Just 1:14 left in this first period. Goals at the start of the period and the end of the period are usually backbreakers, they say. Tough one for the Warriors here. They got a little bit of time to try and tie this up before we go to intermission. Regals thought it was going to be icing. Negated. Now Burnett trying to get it out of the zone. Schmunk with it. Able to get around the defenseman. Now the Regals have a 2-on-1. Burnett kind of overplayed that and lost control of it. Or else it would have been a glorious opportunity there for the Regals to increase their lead. Burnett will keep it in the zone. Only temporarily, so he couldn't pull that forward to his stick like he wanted. Brandsma now with it. He's pinned to the boards. Peacock there to help out as well. Formosa taken down. Warriors won the penalty there. Puck still loose in the corner there. See it moving around every once in a while, but now the referee's going to finally blow it down. 19.1 seconds left here in this first period. 1-0 lead for the Regals. Offensive zone draw here for the Warriors. They can't win that. Long ends up getting it out of the zone. Took a hit to do so behind his net. Warriors will float that back in. Saved by Peters, and he'll just leave it there for his captain to let the rest of this period play out. Porchetta will play it back for Long again. A little bit of a reverse hit there. And that will be the end of the first period of play here at the Memorial Arena in Dawson Creek, BC. First game of the Koi Cup. After that first period, both teams should have got their nerves and bus legs out of them. Should have some pretty good hockey coming up the rest of the way. Take about a 15-minute break. Keep an eye on our Facebook page because we go live before every period just to kind of preserve my phone battery life so I can do all these games. So keep an eye, about 15-minute break for them to flood and clean the ice, and we'll be back for the start of the second period. Want to thank everyone for joining us here, regardless where you're watching from. Glad to have you aboard on the broadcast.